Stay, can you see by the dawn's early light that so proudly hailed and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous sky.
To the Beverly High School class of 2020, their families and friends, it is an honor to have the opportunity to speak about the 4 years I have shared with you all. Today, I decided to speak on the foundation of strength. With ease, I can define strength with my class in the definition. The definition of strength, the quality or state of being physically strong. Now, I see this definition comprised of roughly over 270 unique members of my class who just made history. You see, you normally know when your last day of school is going to be, but this class had no idea. Through lost sports seasons, to lost time in the classroom and in other extracurricular pursuits, this class truly took their losses and transformed them into an opportunity to gain from them. When you lose something that is important to you, it is a very strenuous learning curve that requires a substantial amount of maturity to acknowledge and, more importantly, find the good in things when faced with adversity. I, and the rest of the residents in Beverly, and I'm sure beyond, am so extraordinarily proud of the class of 2020. You have all set the bar for the students in Beverly, and to top it all off, define strength within the community. Everyone in this wonderful, talented class should take comfort in the strength you portray and the strength you've gained during this puzzling time as you all make the best decision for yourself moving forward. As I move into the next chapter of my life, I must remind everyone that you made your high school experience distinctive to you. Whatever that may be, you learned a lot about yourself in these past 4 years and all the years before. This is a fresh, new, clean slate into the world, and it's going to be different. I have no doubt that each and every one of you will go down your own path and make it your own kind of special. This is how no one envisioned the end of senior year going, but our contribution to this school and Beverly as a whole is more than you may imagine. Having the opportunity to be a leader for this class for 4 years is a role I wouldn't trade for the world. It has simply been a tremendous experience. I have this class to thank for making my job so excitable and enjoyable to partake in. You are all going to make your mark wherever you go. The end of our senior year, though it didn't go as planned, spoke volumes to how much this class cares about each other and celebrating one's successes. With great pride, I can say I come from a very talented and ambitious class of over 270 students, each with his or her own range of opportunity, paths, and aspirations. It has been a collaborative experience working with and listening to everyone. Thank you, Beverly High School students and staff, families and all. You are and will always be an important staple in my life. Class of 2020, you are so strong, and I am vastly certain that all of you will do amazing things. Congratulations on graduating today. This is only the beginning of your greatness. To the Beverly High School class of 2020, their families and friends, it is an honor to have the opportunity to speak about the 4 years I have shared with you all. Today, I decided to speak on the foundation of strength. With ease, I can define strength with my class in the definition. The definition of strength, the quality or state of being physically strong. Now, I see this definition comprised of roughly over 270 unique members of my class who just made history. You see, you normally know when your last day of school is going to be, but this class had no idea. Through lost sports seasons, to lost time in the classroom and in other extracurricular pursuits, this class truly took their losses and transformed them into an opportunity to gain from them. When you lose something that is important to you, it is a very strenuous learning curve that requires a substantial amount of maturity to acknowledge and, more importantly, find the good in things when faced with adversity. I, and the rest of the residents in Beverly, and I'm sure beyond, am so extraordinarily proud of the class of 2020. You have all set the bar for the students in Beverly, and to top it all off, define strength within the community. Everyone in this wonderful, talented class should take comfort in the strength you portray and the strength you've gained during this puzzling time as you all make the best decision for yourself moving forward. As I move into the next chapter of my life, I must remind everyone that you made your high school experience distinctive to you. Whatever that may be, you learned a lot about yourself in these past 4 years and all the years before. This is a fresh, new, clean slate into the world, and it's going to be different. I have no doubt that each and every one of you will go down your own path and make it your own kind of special. This is how no one envisioned the end of senior year going, but our contribution to this school and Beverly as a whole is more than you may imagine. Having the opportunity to be a leader for this class for 4 years is a role I wouldn't trade for the world. It has simply been a tremendous experience. I have this class to thank for making my job so excitable and enjoyable to partake in. You are all going to make your mark wherever you go. The end of our senior year, though it didn't go as planned, spoke volumes to how much this class cares about each other and celebrating one's successes. With great pride, I can say I come from a very talented and ambitious class of over 270 students, each with his or her own range of opportunity, paths, and aspirations. It has been a collaborative experience working with and listening to everyone. Thank you, Beverly High School students and staff, families and all. You are and will always be an important staple in my life. Class of 2020, you are so strong, and I am vastly certain that all of you will do amazing things. Congratulations on graduating today. This is only the beginning of your greatness.
Hello, class of 2020. I would like to congratulate all of you for graduating and coming this far. I am extremely proud of all your accomplishments throughout high school and your achievements made prior to entering BHS. It has been a pleasure to get to know you all, and it has been an even bigger pleasure to be your class vice president. I would like to encourage you all to be forward-thinking and open-minded individuals who display grit when faced with adversity. I wholeheartedly hope you all get to accomplish your dreams, big or small, with both your morals and values at hand. We've been through everything together, and I mean everything. I just ask of you one more thing: to grind, work harder, and don't stop. And when you think you can't, that's the very moment you know you can. Let's be the generation to change society and restore peace. I have faith in us and our actions to make our future a better place for all. I know that you can make your wildest dreams come true because you've made it this far already. To whatever your future plans may be, I wish you luck and want to ensure you that anything is possible if you just say yes. Until next time, Beverly High, it's been a pleasure.
Hello, my name is Ella Colton. It has been an absolute honor serving as your class treasurer for the past 4 years. Some of us have been together since the earliest days of elementary school, and some of us just met more recently. Regardless of our various experiences and journeys leading us to this point, I can say with confidence, we have all had an influence on each other's stories, molding us into the people we are today. We have grown together as classmates, as teammates, as cast members, as officers, as club members, as members of the music department, and most importantly, as friends. This diversity in interests is what makes us such a well-rounded group of students. Over the past 4 years, we have had the opportunity to expand our personal boundaries and involve ourselves in a wide realm of activities at Beverly High School. We not only got involved, but as a class, we excelled. We have grown through our activities and through each other, and thrived in leadership positions, acting as role models to our underclassmen friends. I want to say thank you to all of you for making the class of 2020 the diversely talented group that it is. It has been an absolute honor to grow up with you all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Leilani Jones, and it has not only been an honor, but a true pleasure to have served as your class secretary these past 4 years. I'd like to begin by congratulating each of my fellow classmates who worked so hard throughout their own personal journeys and through high school to achieve this milestone. Over the years, we've been extremely lucky to have had a class that was able to come together on so many occasions to raise this much money for our class through our many fundraisers and events. The success of our class would not have been made possible without the endless support of our two advisors, Mrs. Orr and Mrs. Drinkwater. We will be forever grateful to have been gifted these two teachers who worked with us through endless emails, early meetings at school, and countless hours dedicated to helping us make our ideas a reality. We entered Beverly High School in 2016 as freshmen, about 300 kids coming from all different schools to become one new class. In our very first year, we created the trike race for the annual Thanksgiving pep rally. Following this trend, we held fundraisers throughout the year at What's Brewin' and Chipotle that were continually supported by all of the members of our class. Going above and beyond this, a new sense of community was formed as people volunteered their own time to help by forming decorating committees for our semi-formals, along with the hall decorating contests. From these amazing groups to the students in the halls who held the doors for each other, we strived to help one another whenever possible. During our high school career, we were faced with extremely difficult matters, and yet in every instance we persevered and came out stronger. When it seemed as though violence was running through the country, our peers organized a day of silent protest in remembrance for everyone affected by these tragedies. Our class has shown that the future truly is in our hands, and we will continue to strive to make a positive influence in people's lives at every opportunity we can. Now, as seniors in 2020, we graduate today and embark on a new chapter in our lives, remembering that Beverly is and always will be our home. We will always have each other, and now more than ever, we are united as the class of 2020. I wish all of my classmates the best of luck in their futures. Thank you.
Happy graduation day, Beverly High School class of 2020. If this were a typical year and yours an expected senior year spring experience, I would likely share a few thoughts with you today about the importance of caring. Caring about yourselves, about others, and the world around you. About love and happiness, loving yourself, finding happiness in your career and in your life, and sharing love with others. About responsibility. Responsibility for your own actions, for the well-being and health of all members of our community and our world, and for the sustainability of the earth on which we all depend for life. These things all matter, and I urge you to take on your share of this work. But there's more that needs saying today. To our graduates of color and your families, I am so sorry that we are where we are today in America. That people of color daily face dangers and barriers that should never have existed, and yet still do. I am grateful that so many of our neighbors of color are making your voices heard. As one person who lives alongside you in our hometown, please know that I see you and I am listening. To all graduates, I am sorry that my generation has not done more to ensure that the promise of America become the reality of America for all of us. We all have a lot of hard work to do to make things right. I am committed to doing this work together with you, and I know there are many, many good people in our community who are committed to this work as well. And we need your help to understand and to make progress. To all our graduates, your Beverly Public School experience has held much these past 13 years. And as for the last 3 months, this is not what any of us expected. Obviously, it is not what anyone wished for. And yet it is our and your reality. And so I want to share with you my hopes for you on this, your graduation day. My hopes for you as a class are that you may become more lastingly bonded as a graduating class, and your connections will be stronger, will be lifelong as a result. That you will become more worldly than some generations of Americans have been. That understanding and appreciating the interdependence of all of us as human beings in this world, you will recognize the importance of an America that is engaged and is a leader, an America that works collaboratively with other countries to find solutions to the challenges we face and will face, and that you as citizens will insist on this. That as you enter the adult world, you will be committed to addressing the relentless threat posed by climate change. And while no one expects your generation to successfully address climate change on your own, the world will absolutely need your talents, your creativity, and your commitment. I hope that what we are all experiencing now, and what you are experiencing as the graduating class of 2020, will build a resilience, a strength, a determination in each of you that will help you grow as people, and that one day you may be known as a part of the next greatest generation of Americans. These things and more I hope for you. To you young men and women who are coming of age today, I want to congratulate you on all your accomplishments. You have studied, practiced, performed, and competed with joy, determination, and passion. You have made your parents' hearts full and your community proud. Whatever you do next, wherever you go next, I wish for you all good health and great happiness, much love and joy and fulfillment in your lives. Thank you.
Greetings, parents, families, friends, members of the Beverly community, and our amazing graduates of the class of 2020. I am honored to have the opportunity today to join you as you celebrate your graduation from Beverly High School. For the past 13 years, you have been on a journey that culminates in the rite of passage, receiving your high school diploma and bridging over into the world of adulthood, and with it, the chance to make decisions for yourself and take responsibility for your life choices. But make no bones about it, no class in recent history has been asked to cross that bridge at the warp speed that you have been asked to do it. For many of you, this past year, well, prior to March 13th and the closure of schools, time was spent planning what you would do after graduation. Many of these plans included heading off to college in the fall or joining the military, while for others, it meant a plan to enter the workforce, either full-time or while you attended a local college. Others even planned to take a gap year and explore the world around us. And then, without warning and through no fault of your own, the pandemic hit and we were thrown into a world of uncertainty. No longer were those plans a given, and most of you were forced to reimagine so many things about the coming months and year. First was the disappointment that the last 2 months of your high school career would not involve so many of the activities and events that you had been dreaming of. Then, the realization that this crisis was not going to have an easy or immediate fix, and that returning to some semblance of socialization and carefree existence was going to be tough for all of us. While it was painful to lose the special experiences that you all had to sacrifice, I hope today to talk with you, not of loss, but of opportunity. Yes, I do believe that within all the challenges we and you have had to endure these past months, there are truly opportunities that have arisen as the result of the world being turned upside down. One opportunity that many of us shared was the chance to spend an inordinate amount of time, quality time, with our families. Okay, you may actually perceive that this has been more of an opportunity for your parents than for yourselves, but I promise someday, in the long run, you will think about those long days and nights, those puzzles and games, those walks, the Netflix marathon, and yes, even the yard work, with fondness and hopefully a new understanding of the value of time with family. The quarantine also offered us a chance to reflect, whether we did it purposely, consciously, or because we were out of other options. Reflection comes when we have the time to devote to serious thought and consideration, and this pandemic has certainly afforded us plenty of that. Whether you used your time to reflect on your future, your connections with others, or your role in the greater community, I hope that you continue this practice of reflection, as there is much for us to reflect upon in our world today. I want to take a moment or two to dig into some of the areas that filled my reflection time and ask that you join me in the coming weeks and months reflecting upon some of these important issues that require our attention. One thing this pandemic has exposed are some of the deep-seated problems that exist in our world today. How many of you have, as the result of this crisis, developed an increased awareness of some of these problems? Massive economic inequalities, racial disparities, and a lack of basic health care for people who need it. These are some very big ideas, but I ask for you to think about them. And it seems that these issues are not being addressed very well by those of us in charge. Here lies your second opportunity. In all of this uncertainty, how will you respond? I have heard from some folks that we should not put too much pressure on all of you and charge you with the responsibility and leadership to help the world emerge from this crisis. Indeed, you have suffered some great losses in the past few months. However, I believe that choice has already been made for us. If we are to emerge a better, stronger, more fair and just society, I believe that you can and will show us that you not only accept the responsibility, but you will be the generation that will lead us in a positive direction. Throughout history, whenever this country has faced challenges, it has been the new generation that emerges to bring hope and change. And if it wasn't enough for us to reflect on the challenges of rebuilding after the current health crisis, the events of this past week have further exposed a naked truth about racial disparities in our country. Race and racism is a reality. If we hope to address it and create a society based on equality and opportunity, it will be up to all of us, black, white, everyone, to do, as Michelle Obama calls, the honest and uncomfortable work of rooting it out. So therein lies your third opportunity. The pandemic, and in particular, the unrest of this past week, has provided you the opportunity to join in the efforts to make this world a better place. Stand up for what is right and moral. Decide for yourself how and when you will use your newfound power and responsibility. We cannot simply talk about how senseless these events were. Words must become actions. If we simply spend the next few weeks talking about things because we are angry and then turn around and go back to normal like nothing happened, then nothing will change. Henry Turner, principal of the Newton North High School, challenged his school community to take action. Some initial steps he outlined were to reach out to people of color that you know and check in on them. Recognize and address your own bias. Condemn racism and racist acts in your daily life, and make your anger heard about this crisis. If this pandemic has truly provided us some new opportunities, please use them to set the world on a different, a better path. You are our future, and our future is certainly bright. As I used to say to some of you, even back in elementary school, you have the potential for greatness. Go out into the world, but always remember these 4 rules. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of our community, and do your best work. Thank you, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you everyone for joining us in celebration of our graduation. As high school becomes an event of our past, it's easy to dwell on how many traditions cannot transition with us into our futures. We've undergone 4 years worth of relentless year-round studying, vigorous practices and games, spring months brim full with semis, proms, and musical performances, and the constant desire for more hours in the day to balance it all more gracefully. We may never be able to duplicate the feeling of breaking through the foyer doors at 11:45 a.m. on the Friday of midterm week, and maybe we won't meet people who understand us as thoroughly as our high school friends do, people who were there to witness the circumstances in which we came of age. Here in our hometown, each of us exists in our own alcove within the greater Beverly community. There are a number of external factors we cannot necessarily control, that influence how we are known by other people here. Our siblings, our parents, the house we grew up in, how we acted back in elementary and middle school, the Snapchat username we carelessly chose, not realizing that we would be desperate to change it 6 years down the line. While these details of our lives are not inherent facets of our own character, they are often the preceding factors in determining how we are viewed by our community. Next year, regardless of whether we're headed to college, military service, employment, or abroad, we're going to meet people who grew up far from Beverly, the majority of whom will probably have never even heard of it. And while it is comforting to know that Beverly will still be here behind us, with all of our favorite coffee shops, restaurants, beaches, and memories, there is something to be said for how much freedom we are now being granted. As we move forward and surround ourselves with unfamiliar faces, we're allowed to become any version of ourselves that we wish to be. From this point onward, all that we have to fend for our character is how hard we work, how we treat other people, with whom we choose to surround ourselves, how we respond to adversity, and, most importantly, our integrity. Maybe you've compromised yourself to some extent during these past 4 years. Maybe you've strayed from your own moral values. As the last several months have made clear, the world does not need more people finessing the system. It needs people who speak and act the truth. Earning your own authentic triumph is abundantly more fulfilling than taking a shortcut. In a world that has proven to be so unpredictable, there are things that we can control. We are the only people who can ensure that we present ourselves as humble, diligent people. More importantly, we are the only people who get to decide whether we are proud of ourselves, and we are the guardians of our own integrity. I wrote the majority of this speech weeks ago. Like many graduation speakers, I drew upon my perspective of the world and derived a message that I thought was representative of a universal human experience. My conclusion that we are able to shed our identities and redefine ourselves upon moving away from home is reminiscent of the liberal tradition. But we've since witnessed another wave of despicable racial injustice, and now I don't feel comfortable proclaiming that we all have an equal opportunity to be perceived however we wish. Is it true that character is destiny, or is it more complex than that? Be wary not to conflate your experience, which is a reflection of the cards you were dealt, with the universal truth about the human condition. We live in an inequitable society in which race, socioeconomic status, innate health conditions, sexuality, and a number of other factors affect our realm of opportunity, and we are obligated to fight so that everyone has an equal shot at prosperity and happiness. I feel so lucky to have spent the past 4 years with this group of people. All of you are ambitious, spirited, and, as we have learned the hard way, resilient. Congratulations to the Beverly High School class of 2020.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to congratulate the Beverly High School class of 2020. I know you have all worked incredibly hard to get here, and despite the circumstances, you deserve the same recognition past graduating classes have received. I also want to thank some important people in my life: my parents, my siblings, my friends, and my teachers. With best friends I've known since I was 5, and a family that has given me a wonderful, loving life, I've always been part of a supportive community. The communities to which we belong are such instrumental parts of our lives. They help us define ourselves and make us who we are. Our BHS community is one that has been incredibly influential to all of us graduates. It has given us so many opportunities to find ourselves and be ourselves. You can be in the band or the chorus, or play a sport, be a member of the JROTC, or join any club you may choose. BHS has allowed us all to find our place and thrive in it. And as we move on from Beverly High School, we will join new communities outside of the neighborhoods, school, and city that we know so well. These communities hold the keys to our success. They have the power to raise people up or bring them down. I have had the privilege of being surrounded by a supportive community my whole life, but not everybody has that same experience. Far too often, people are faced with destructive, hostile influences that are no doing of their own. This harmful intent can be found in even the most innocent and unassuming of places, a fact that we need to remember and counteract as we move through life. Even our BHS community, that we may idealize as we close the door on an important era of our lives,
needs positive change. Students struggle to get helpful advice regarding choosing and changing classes and planning for the future. As students progress through the school system, not all are awarded the same opportunities to succeed, a trend that is not unique to our city. Good teachers are underpaid and underappreciated, while testing is emphasized over learning. I have enjoyed and valued my time here, but BHS is a community that can do better and needs its community members to take charge and create change. Our BHS community cannot flourish without giving every student the opportunity to succeed. The challenges that Beverly High School faces reflect larger problems of our society. Our government, led by a toxic president, prioritizes military funding and corporate tax breaks over education, arts, healthcare, and ensuring that all citizens can lead safe and productive lives. Racism is not a thing of the past, a fact that only becomes more clear as we look at the news with people of color being needlessly harassed and killed by the police. Globally, women are not seen as equals, with girls still fighting for an education in some places, and startling wage gaps around the world that illustrate how undervalued women are in our society. Climate change is threatening humanity as large corporations exploit the planet for profit. So, it is clear that our world is far from perfect and is a community, just like BHS, in need of improvement. As you move on in your lives, past BHS, to college, the military, or the workforce, I ask you to stay engaged in the community around you, but also be wary of its shortcomings. Petition, protest, educate, learn, speak out, do what you can to make a difference. There is room for improvement everywhere. You need to keep pushing the envelope and challenging the norms. I believe in the class of 2020 and our capacity to create positive change. I've spent the last 4 years learning with and from you, and I know the potential for good in all of my fellow graduates. I wish you luck and look forward to seeing your successes down the road. Congratulations.
Beverly High School Class of 2020, it is my distinct pleasure to be here today to have this opportunity to congratulate you on your milestone and to wish you future success in your journey forward, which I am sure will be filled with many more milestones and memories. I had planned to offer you some perspective about how looking back years from now, you might realize this graduation milestone was just a blip, but then I realized you might actually remember this event, since it is so different from the normal pomp and circumstance. And that's what's funny about life. It's the meaningful moments, more than the milestones, that stick with us. And I think you will agree, this is quite a moment. I had thought about the proverb, hindsight is 2020, to offer you some inspiration, with you being the class of 2020, that you might be gifted with perfect vision. But I see that tomfoolery has beaten me to it with his poem, The Great Realization. The message of his poem has resonated with me, and I hope that you will seek it out if you've not heard it yet. You are getting a taste of what life is all about. What a gift to be given. The current events, at their essence, are teaching us what truly matters. So here I am, speaking to you through this camera lens, reaching you just before I see you cross the stage at BHS, or perhaps just afterward, or maybe at some point in the distant future. Whenever and wherever you are hearing my message, please accept my sincere congratulations on this milestone. It's an achievement, and my assurance that this is just one of many. In fact, my wish for you is that today may just be a blip in a rich and rewarding life. I know you can and will do hard things. The most rewarding and important things often are hard. Keep rising to life's challenges. You will begin to see themes in life that the hard choices always include persistence, cooperation, and appreciation. And they are made better with kindness and caring, and sometimes dancing and baking. It's all about balance. So it's easy to know the right things to do after something has happened, and it's nearly impossible to predict the future. So let your experiences inform and challenge you. Hindsight may be 20/20, but foresight gives us the power to shape our future. Use your insights wisely. My parting advice is this: keep your balance. Keep doing the hard work. Your class certainly has shown it can do the hard work. We cannot know the future, and I'm sure you will agree that there is plenty of hard work to do. And it's okay to slow down and breathe and be healthy and be kind to others and be kind to yourself. Now, dream of all of the things that are to come, and I cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. Congratulations, class of 2020. Good news is in the making.
Greetings to the graduates of the class of 2020. It's been a long time since I've seen all of you, and even now I can't see all of you. But when I think back on your senior year, I do have pictures of you, and I see you participating as seniors at BHS. You showed up in August in your orange and black to welcome the incoming freshmen. You began your classes, your rehearsals, and your practices as usual. You took tests. You competed in games. You took on challenges. You had your individual achievements and your team successes. The days passed. Panther, Pride Days, First Block, Advisory, Senior Privilege, and as did the regular calendar of the school year. First quarter report cards, Halloween, the college application process, ROTC general inspection, the pep rally, the school play, Panther Student of the Month, winter break, midterm exams, February vacation, second semester, the winter sports season, semifinals, and conference games. You know what else I remember about this school year? The wind. Remember, we only had one snow day, but we had 2 days for wind. It was a very windy spring, too. Think about the times this year that we heard the wind howling at night and woke up to broken tree branches strewn around in the street. This image of the wind has stuck with me. It seems to be that the school year is about the wind. This year, it's about the very air we breathe. Then COVID-19 burst into our daily lives, and we learned to be cautious about airborne droplets. We had to be aware of what we inhaled and what we exhaled. No one thought in March that we wouldn't be back together again in a short time, but here we are, still in our masks, still social distancing. And now we see our country, our people demanding justice for those who can't breathe. We see that we need to confront the history of injustice and inequality. We see the winds of change blasting through our country. Ironically, class of 2020, we are the living embodiment of a history lesson from your social studies text. We are the people in the chapter, in the book, the revolution, the Great Plague, the Civil War, the Depression, the Renaissance. The times that we're living in are perfectly described in literature. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief. It was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light. It was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. We had everything before us. We had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven. We were all going direct the other way. Charles Dickens used those words to describe a turbulent time in history. He described a time of misdirection, of swirling ideas, conflicting emotions, great injustices, and great confusion. We are living in a stormy, turbulent time as well. I wish that wasn't so. It would be better and easier if everything could go back to the way it was before the whirlwind came. That we could go back into the regular routine and cycle. That all Beverly traditions stay intact. That you had your spring sports season, your opening night, your internship, your senior week, your prom, your graduation at Hurd. No disruption, no change. I know that is a loss that your parents are struggling with. I know your parents want you to have the best of everything, and they want the city of Beverly to celebrate your achievements. Know that our community does recognize your contribution and knows that you are valuable to Beverly. But what should be most valuable to you is your individual achievement, the personal challenges you faced and overcame, and the knowledge that there are people in your lives who love and support you and always will. The BHS faculty and staff feel lost as well. They miss interacting with their students. They miss chatting with their colleagues. They've gone from the familiar to the unknown. Just as remote learning has been difficult for you, it has been difficult for them. It's been a struggle, but they know that you, our seniors, are worth the effort and the work. They believe in you. So, we've all had the wind taken out of us. We've all suffered loss and anxiety and uncertainty. It's as if we're in the middle of a hurricane or a tornado. What do we do? Where do we go? What is going to happen? What happens after a windstorm? We emerge from our shelter and look around. We see the damage and the mess and the loss. Then we start to pick up and clean up. We start to see the view differently. Something that once was in shadow is now in light. A tree is gone. We plant a new one. We begin again. People renew. They renovate. They restore. They reconcile. We learn to create opportunity out of difficulty and creation out of chaos. We rise. I know we as a community and as a country will rise. One of the reasons why I know this to be true is because of you. I've seen your capability and your potential. The class of 2020 has focus. That's why the members of this class can score 1,000 points in their high school basketball career, win NEC division titles, move to the next level of competition in DECA and the Mass Drama Festival, break 300-meter records, or become a national merit finalist. We know, you know what is important, and you understand the need for perseverance to get to your goal. I see that all the time. Students who work to pull up their grades, class officers and other student leaders who advocate for their class, athletes who stick to a workout routine even when the sports season is uncertain, people who show up to school even when there are obstacles and complications that make it hard to hang in there. Because of your determination, you have the power to move the world. The class of 2020 has compassion and creativity. You care about the world around you. You've raised money for important causes, Beverly Bootstraps, cancer research, the Australian wildfires, and the Northeast Animal Shelter. You've been chosen by your teachers and some of your peers as a Panther Student of the Month because you have exemplified the spirit of respect for yourself and others. You worked with one another in Key Club or on the unified basketball team and the composting program, and as peer leaders with Start With Hello and Say Something. You connect with others as classmates, as members of a cast or a team, in the Senior Breakfast Club, or with students at Beverly School for the Deaf. And this list does not include the 1,000 little acts of kindnesses that do not get tweeted out or awarded a certificate. Speaking out when someone is being bullied, getting a friend help when he needs it, being patient with others when they seem off that day. You design and produce and make wonderful things, art and theater and music and robotics. You bring a breath of fresh air. Wind can be threatening and destructive, but it can also offer comfort and refreshment. It can change the course of sails and sweep in change. It can foster inspiration. I see you, the class of 2020, as you move from BHS into your future as a new wind, a fresh breeze which will benefit us all. Thank you to the class of 2020, and I wish you nothing but the best of all the best.
And you can give them your name, say how you want to say it. Go ahead.
Isaac Thomas Bear.
Max Atherton.
Max Henry Atherton.
Max, you want to come back and get a picture with the photographer? Yeah. Even a little hurry, Jim. Yeah, you can come right upstairs for the extra. Take the mask off.
That's all right.
Put your mask on. Sorry, hold your breath.
Shayla Grace Barker. Memorize somebody's name. I'm like, I know the middle name.
It is what it is.
Lucas James Archibald. Tyler Anthony Belanger. Jessica Mary Ackerson.
I'm going to stay here for a while. Yeah, I'll come in.
Olivia Rose Achavadi.
Have you already checked?
Vito.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Manasseh, middle name. Eliza. Vito. Okay. Manassas Eliza Vito. Haley Grace Anderson. I got it. I'm going to call your name. You're going to go up. Kyla Mary Alexander. Oh, last name. How do you pronounce your last name? Bow Mao. Bow Mao. You got it. Sorry. Emily Judith Baumel. Hello. You're good. Grace Beverly Bell. Can I say Bader Samir Almadani. Awesome. Bader Samir Almadani. Delaney Gwendolyn Bates. Grace Ayello Anzac. Connor John Barry. Thomas William Aiken. I got it. Sierra Tonica Ock. Yeah. Okay, got it. Practice. Sierra Tonica Ock. How do you pronounce your name? Don't make me laugh. Cameron Roderick Avila.
So eventful, right?
He's great. I'm really so dead.
Catch a little.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You're good. Kai Stephen Avola. Gotcha. Kyle Sa Almeida. It's my yeah. Jeriel Lewis Baez. All right. Nicholas Ronald Calitri. I know you're. Yeah. Have to say the name. Michael Philip Burgess. I know you're. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. Tia Louise Bernard. Olivia Phillips' daughter, Bloomquist. Okay, I'll do my best. All right. Sophia Olivia Phillips' daughter, Bloomquist. Hello, congratulations. Isabella Sofia Cabrera. We do. Yeah. I know you're good. Michael Paul Brock. Super easy. You're good. Yeah. Emily Megan Carnavale. Oh, it fell off. Do you want me to? Sophia Grace Pisenya. Congratulations. Catamartori. Okay.
Congratulations.
Karenna Maeve Catamartori. How do you pronounce your last name? Is it Blago? Yeah. Okay, got it.
This way, Paul.
The blow.
Right up the blue stair.
Heather Lynn Blago. I got you. You got it. Nicholas Kaiser Carboni.
Okay.
All right, how do you pronounce your name?
Kamal,
Kamal,
and then Brari.
Brari, and then Alton.
Well, just say my first and last name. Do you have to say the full
I
one?
do have to say the middle name.
Kamal, Alton, Brari.
You got it. And you're gonna go around this way, and you're gonna go up the stage. Kamal Alton Brari. All right, I got you. Damian Peter Boris. I got your name. Owen William Bellew. Yeah, is your middle name Damon? Okay, perfect. Robert Damon Bocage. I got you. Nicholas James Boris. Ramadan Boozy. Braden Kenyon Clark. It would be here. It's CR.
Are you sure?
It's not even. Nope, I'm Achbadi to Carter. And it would be the.
Eliza Grace Curley.
Take your mask off. Take your mask off. Thank you.
Jada and Bianco. Jonathan Bonilla.
Steven.
Stephen Joseph Cartledge. Okay. Stephen Joseph Cartledge. Abigail Irene Brunninger. Hi, Kiara.
Kiara Jasmine Beltray.
Okay. Kiara Jasmine Beltray. Shelby Ann DeGrenier.
Way to go, Shop.
Right up to the blue step.
Nicholas Lee Burke.
Hi, Chris. Christopher Scott Curran.
Okay. Christopher Scott Curran. Cody Jacob Canaster.
Congratulations, Cody.
Tuesday Lynn Crowell. Justin Aaron Alex De La Cruz. Tyler Robert Cole. Haley Cruz.
Hi, Lucy. It's Lucy Lola Curtis. Iola? Yeah. Okay, Lucy Iola Curtis.
Lucy Iola Curtis.
Casey Alexandra Cormier. Okay.
Casey Alexandra Cormier. Dumond Xavier Thibault Jr.
She says they'll be doing stuff in the fall.
Gabriella Marisa Frasca.
Jeremy Michael Cloyd.
Jeremy Michael Cloyd. Olivia Louise Dunleavy. Starley Elizabeth Daniels.
Jake Joseph Dalvon. Perfect.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna give him a second. Jake Joseph Dalbon. Benjamin Taylor Colton. Sean Anthony DeMarcus.
Molly Marie DiLorenzo. Okay.
Molly Marie DiLorenzo. Joanna Lynn Cheshire. What's her name? Haley Maria Carter.
Ready, so you can come up.
Is it right?
Ibrahima Ahmed Diaghi. Is that right? Okay, perfect. So you're gonna go up there, go on the few steps, and then walk.
Ibrahima Ahmed Diaghi. Gabrielle Reed Drillis. Kristen Laura Furman.
Hi, Jack. So it's Jack Gardner Crowley. Yep. Okay.
Jack Gardner Crowley.
Sorry, guys.
Hi. What's your full name?
Does? Okay. Christopher Does. Christopher Does.
Yeah, she comes here. Angel Jane Deschamps.
Angel Jane Deschamps.
Okay. I feel like if you wanted to leave, this would be a good time because there's no one here.
Cecilia Ann Dukes.
Hi, Shane. Shane Patrick Cassidy. Okay, great.
Shane Patrick Cassidy. Emma Elise Donahue. Ava Joan DeChico.
Hi. So Elizabeth Victoria D. Silvestri.
Okay. Elizabeth Victoria D. Silvestri.
Hi, Alexi. Alexi Jose Echeverria. Got you. Wait, Jose? Jose.
Alexi Jose Echeverria.
Hi, Julia. So Julia Benson Aracola. Got you.
Julia Benson Aracola. Brooke Allison Fabry. Benjamin Gilroy Esterbrook.
Hi, Lauren. Lauren Shea Esterbrook.
Okay. Lauren Shea Esterbrook.
Right here. Hi, Jackson. Jackson Michael Irwin. Okay. Up the blue steps.
Jackson Michael Irwin.
Should I grab everything off of you?
Yeah, if you want. Why don't you just grab everything real quick? I'll be out of here in a second.
Yeah.
I just want to go over it real quick for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Cassandra Iris Dominguez.
Thank you. Okay.
Rebecca Pereira Saffler DeMello.
Hi. Hi. Good. How are you? So it's Gavin Nathaniel Dunn.
Okay. Gavin Nathaniel Dunn. Tucker Bradford D. Robertus. Iona Ella Fines. Cameron Mitchell Griffin. William Patrick Gilligan. Christopher Jordan Diaz. Aiden Jeremiah Foley.
Hi, Natalia. So Natalia Elise Francis. Okay. Yeah.
Natalia Elise Francis.
Oh, the yellow.
Jarissa Marie Figueroa.
Hi, Molly. Molly McSween Ginnivan. Okay.
Molly McSween Ginnivan. Owen Landon Desmond.
Sophie Creasy Gannon. Okay.
Sophie Creasy Gannon. Tessa Lee Hautala. Talia Marie Gomez.
So Brady William Goodwin.
Okay. Brady William Goodwin. Zoe Elizabeth Hano. Ben Robert Fogelgren.
Hello.
Gavin. Jason.
Gavin Charles Gleason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gavin Charles Gleason.
Great.
Madison Marie Giaquinto. David Andrew Gabriel. Ian James Gilmet.
Hi. What's your last name? Gagnon. Hunter Matthew Gagnon.
Okay. Hunter Matthew Gagnon. Alexa Rose Grant.
Hi, Danny. Daniel Patrick Grant. Okay. Thank you.
Daniel Patrick Grant.
Yes, the valedictorian of the class of 2020. Hi, Miranda. So I'm going to say the class valedictorian, the valedictorian of class 2020, Miranda Claire Healy. Okay.
The class valedictorian of the class of 2020, Miranda Claire Healy. Sydney Elizabeth Garvey.
Oh, my bad. Hi, Ella. So, Ella May Elizabeth Forden. Okay.
Ella May Elizabeth Forden. Nathaniel Eric Hacker. Charlize Nicole Garish. James Daniel Hildreth.
Jonathan Thomas Kalampalikas. I don't know. That was my first name.
Okay, ready? I got him. Ronnie, put your mask behind you. Yeah, put it behind your back. I can't. Okay.
Anybody got this? Because I got one. I got one. Well, I got another one. I got a video. I got another one.
Are we good?
We're good.
Clifton Curtis Johnson Henderson. Caroline Victoria Kennedy. Caroline Victoria Kennedy.
Hawa Patience Jabate. Hi. Do you want to say your full name? You want to say your full name so I get it? Got it. All right. Elise Boniface Kirsten. Hello. All right. Kristen Nicole Calivas.
Can you say your full name, Cole? Cole Elijah Johnson.
I liked it.
Four family members willing to get it.
Can you say your full name, Nick? Okay. You don't want the James? Yeah. Nicholas James Howard DeJoy. Yeah. India Soleil Injami. Is it India or Injami? Can you say your middle name? Jolie Tatiana Injami. Do you want your middle name? Alexander Kelly. Do you want your full name? Nicholas August Constantine Johnson. Aaron Lee Kilcoyne. Aaron Lee Kilcoyne. Aw. Viana Rose Cochin. Cassandra Irene Jones. The fifth?
Robert Roy Hunter the fifth. Caitlin Bonatti Kennedy.
Gabriel Stuckey Hamdi. Nathan Carl Hollison. Emily Rose Jones. Gia Angelina Kennedy. Hannah Reed Kumar. Jason Austin Juma. Joseph Leonard Kehoe. JC Ray Matson. Lucas Michael Jindra. Amy Zhao McCaffrey. Ricardo Armando Pianese. May Alyssa LaBelle.
Who's that?
Oh.
How do you say your middle name?
Jeremiah Insung Lee.
Can you say your full name?
Antonio James Lombardi. Elizabeth Ruth Layton. Oh my God. Philippe Lugo.
Is it Felipe?
Andrew, can you say your full name?
Andrew Carson Meza.
Andrew Carson Meza. Nicholas William McIntyre. Riley Elizabeth McIntyre. Riley Matt Linden. Anisha Michelle Madrano. Yeah. Jenny Thee Lee. Parker Ryan Luxton.
Thank you.
Sophia Ewen Chang McNeil. Joao Victor Mendoza. Janelas Maria Melendez. Sarah Jean Miley. Olivia May Norton. Abigail Jane McAlpine. Luke Daniel Oliveira. Isabel Kathleen O'Connell. Michael William Muse. Alize Lugo. Duncan Marciano Moreland. Neil Patrick Morris. Christopher David Nyman.
It lost 2 bars in the last one. Okay, I'll shoot you a text on the number.
Can you say your full name? Joshua David Morin. Sinead Margaret Noel. Paris Barrett O'Brien. you say your full name?
Thomas George McDonald.
Thomas George McDonald. Elysium Demetrio Morales. Andrew Everett Morin. Michael Lewis O'Brien. Can you say your full name? Like your full name. Nova Veronica Autumn Moser. Santiago Taormina Ortega. Yay.
Olivia Jenny Pelletier.
Alexis Osewayemen Amaros. Merge Malumba.
Morin or Moran? Finley Andrew Morin. Do you want to say your full name for me so I get it right?
Yeah, Vivian Magallanes Nascimento.
Magallanes?
Magallanes.
Magallanes?
Yeah, that's great.
Magallanes.
Yeah.
Vivian Magallanes Nascimento.
Nathan Michael Randazza.
Nathan Michael Randazza. Oliver Glenn Pavia. Braden Joseph Pratt. Hello. Say your full name.
Edwin Perez.
Edwin Perez. Rachel Marie Oziak.
Catherine Betty Mullins.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Phoebe Rex Overberg.
Okay, guys?
Elijah Jesus Nieves. Michael Frederick Rhodes.
Petrosino. Ian James Roy. Christopher Ian Rossetti. Jackson Rosa. Joelle Platt. Can you pronounce your full name for me?
Miles Volmer.
And middle name?
Werner.
Miles Werner Vollmer. Victoria Lee Shea. Hi. Can you pronounce your name for me?
Hey, you.
What?
What'd you say?
Full name?
Joseph Jesus.
Joseph Michael Pisa. Harrison Robert Sherris. Eden Hale Piedad. Okay. Matthew William Plose. Colby, middle name? Jack Colby Rivers. Logan Carter Spencer. Ada Najeli Perez. Mandy Sue Rosenberg. Emily Rose Rosenberg. All right, can you pronounce your full name for me?
Danica Francine Centillion.
Got it. Danica Francine Santillion. Good. Nicholas Joshua Pratt. Marcel Alexis Ryan. Yep. Marcel Alexis Ryan. Jonathan Charles Pelletier. Madalena Serene Small. Cheyenne Jenna Rice. Isabel Rodriguez. Paula Isabel Rodriguez. Carter Michael Shepard. Olivia Faye Smith. Olivia Faye Smith. Kevin Bryant Pichardo Cedillo.
Thank you.
Amanda Lynn Smith. Liam Philip Stapleton.
Yeah, it's fine. Sure. Okay. I'll text you instead of you.
Can I get a full name?
Riley Brooks Shea.
Riley Brooks Shea. Lucas John Silva. Patricia Marie Scoville. Colby John Snook. So it's Miranda Maria Urbanski. Ella Grace Spidell. Corey Nolan Sullivan. Alec James Joseph Saunders. Alexis Marie Wheeler. Alexis Marie Wheeler. Can you say your full name? What is it?
Damian Smith.
Damian Michael Smith. Alexandra Kate Sullivan. Carter Daniel Shug. Kimberly Alexis Way.
So. Oh my God, it is. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Tyler Joseph Sereno. pronounce your full name?
John Schimmel.
John Philip Schimmel.
Can you pronounce your full name?
Ronnie Saldivar.
Ronnie Saldivar. Kashanalee Santiago Crespo. Kashanalee Santiago Crespo. Hello. Ethan James Stewart. Jared Tyler Toppy Orzachowski. Helen Tran. The salutatorian of the Beverly High School class of 2020, Audrey Grace Beater. Olivia Lee Thomas.
They are.
Dominic Nicola Sardelli.
Okay. Yep.
Brett Anthony Wilancevich. Emily Marie Walsh Iliopoulos. Cecilia Treffrey. Michael Joseph Wilson III. Michael Joseph Wilson III. Olivia Matheson Weiss. Charles Robert Tilton. Laura Elizabeth Swindell. Can you pronounce your full name? Marvin, do you not want your middle name? Okay. Marvin Wernsing. Jack Lawrence Tenhope. Okay. Jack Lawrence Tenhope. Sophia Elizabeth Veal. Sean Thomas Sweeney.
Yep.
Sean Thomas Sweeney. Can you say your full name?
Sunderland, Lawrence Sunderland.
Congratulations. Rainier.
Yep.
Lawrence Rainier Sunderland. Carson Michael David Van Now or Van Now? Carson Michael David Van Now.
Kyle Patrick Trask. Patricia Ann Towler.
Julia Roisin Toller. Darrow Dowie Williams. Naisha Noelia Tatis.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the secretary of the Beverly High School class of 2020, Leilani Rose Jones. The treasurer of the class of 2020, Ella Rose Colton. I can do it.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, yep.
It's like the opposite of being sad. Be cheery.
Sure, got it. You got it. The vice president of the class of 2020, Emma B. Cheery. I gotcha. And the president of the class of 2020, Avery Elizabeth Bear. Your name's easy, so no problem. And Jackson Thomas Wood.